You ever wonder why some leaders, some organizations just seem to click? They inspire this like crazy loyalty, real innovation. Heck, people get their logos tattooed on them.
Yeah, while others, they just seem stuck, right? Constantly pushing discounts, pressure, just trying to keep things moving.
Exactly. What is the real difference there?
Well, it's a great question. And it gets right to the heart of, influence and lasting success.
Yeah.
Our conversation today dives into insights from a really powerful source, the book, that offers a clear principle explaining this.
Okay, so our mission here is to unpack that core idea, the power of starting with WHY, and really see how it's not just some fuzzy mission statement, but like a practical filter, how it shapes everything, products, hiring, the works.
Totally. So the book lays this out with a concept called the golden circle. Think of it like 3 rings, one inside the other.
Okay.
On the very outside, you've got what? That's, what you actually do, the products, the services. Pretty straightforward.
Right.
Then the next ring in is HLW. This is sort of your unique process, maybe your value proposition, how you do what you do.
And this is where most people get stuck, isn't it? Communicating from that outside layer inwards.
Right.
They tell you what they sell.
Or maybe how it's better or faster or cheaper.
But they almost never get to the core, the why behind it all. And that, apparently, is the key mistake.
Exactly. That's the big insight from the book. The truly inspiring leaders, the companies that build that fierce loyalty, they communicate differently. They start from the inside out.
Inside out, meaning they start with
WHY.
Yeah.
The center of the circle, their purpose, their cause, their core belief. The book puts it so well. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it.
Okay, let's dig into that because it feels a bit counterintuitive at first. The book uses Apple as a prime example.
Oh yeah, classic case.
Think about their marketing. They don't lead with specs, right?
No.
Gigabytes or whatever.
Yeah, not at all.
They start with challenging the status quo, thinking differently. That's their WHY. And the beautiful computers, the iPods, the iPhones, those are the whats. They're just the proof, the tangible results of that WHY.
Compare that to competitors just listing features. It feels completely different.
It explains so much. That connection people feel, lining up for products, even the tattoos. It's because they buy into Apple's belief.
And it's interesting, the book suggests finding your WHY isn't about some complex invention. Often it's about looking back.
Back where?
Back to the origin story. The initial passion, the reason the company was founded in the first place, it's usually already there.
Yeah.
Just needs to be articulated clearly.
Okay, so you find and articulate the WHY, but that's not the end of the story, right? How does that belief turn into doing stuff?
Great question. That's where the HLW and the what circle back in. Your HLWs are your guiding principles, your values, how you act in alignment with your WHY.
And the whats?
The whats are the results. Your products, your services, marketing, hiring decisions, everything you actually do. The book stresses you need clarity in the WHY, real discipline in the HLW, and absolute consistency in the what.
Like a system.
Think of it like a megaphone. Your WHY is the core message. Your HOWs and whats are how you amplify that message clearly and authentically. Without all 3 aligned, the sound gets fuzzy.
That makes sense. And this framework has real practical legs. The book gives examples, like for product design. Your products actually become symbols of your WHY.
Exactly. And it introduces the celery test. Brilliant, simple idea.
The celery test.
Yeah, the filter. Imagine your WHY is to live a healthy lifestyle. You go to the store, someone suggests M&Ms, someone else suggests celery. Which one fits?
Celery, obviously.
Right. So if you're a company and a new product idea or strategy comes up, does it align with your WHY? Does it pass the celery test? Like the example of Volkswagen, the people's car, trying to launch a super luxury sedan under the VW brand.
Yeah, that felt weird. It didn't pass the celery test for their WHY.
Exactly. Whereas Toyota creating Lexus or Honda creating Acura as separate brands for luxury, that worked. It didn't dilute their core WHY.
Okay, and this applies to hiring too.
Hugely. It shifts hiring from just skills to finding a good fit. People who believe what you believe. Think about Shackleton's ad for his Antarctic trip.
The one promising danger and doubtful return.
Yes. It wasn't about pay. It was a filter for people who shared his WHY adventure. Resilience against the odds. Southwest Airlines is another great example mentioned. They famously hire for attitude first.
Because their WHY is so people-focused and fun. They need people who embody that.
Precisely. It builds incredible trust and this feeling of belonging.
And that feeling, that's the key to loyalty and growth, isn't it? When customers and employees connect on the WHY level, it's way beyond just price or features.
Right. It's not manipulation like short-term sales or pressure tactics. Those get transactions. Believing the WHY inspires loyalty that lasts. Think about the communities around companies like Southwest or Costco. It's built on that shared sense of purpose.
So wrapping this up, the core message seems to be that real, lasting success and inspiration, it doesn't come from clever tricks or pressure.
No, it comes from deep inside, from clearly knowing your WHY and then having the discipline to act on it consistently.
And for you listening, this whole framework, it's actually a really powerful personal filter too, isn't it? For your job, projects, even relationships.
Definitely. Does this opportunity, this choice, align with what you fundamentally believe? Does it pass your celery test?
It can really change how you look at things, how you make decisions.
It truly can reframe your perspective.
So here's something to think about. What might change for you in your work or your life if you consciously started everything you did, not with what you're going to do, but by first asking and clearly stating why?